just hold it one side so I can measure to see if it's long enough, the one I have. So we can get a top on this thing. Stand here.
Okay.
And just hold this on the end of the outside.
Okay.
Okay, go. Molly, you're not tall enough.
Molly wants to have.
You're not tall enough.
Let me see where the outside is. Okay, the outside is there.
Okay, let's do the other side.
Okay.
Okay. That's not long enough. Oh well. Plenty. 490, 500, okay. Surprise, surprise, this one's rotten as well, over here. So I think I'll still be able to use it just for a top. There's no weight on it. Should just try and divide the rotten bit between both of them, I think. I think I'll go there. This heart isn't. I mean, it is rotten here on the side. Here, not a bit. But the center's okay, and it's only for a top. So I think I'm fine. I'll use it. Right, let's get it up there. Okay, now that I've got that across, this should, because it used to move side to side. Okay, that's solid till it rots out. Now, I think like the area between the two, well, 4 beams is a bit too big for a tarp or plastic. I think we'll end up with pooling of water if we use plastic or a tarp. So I think I'm going to see if I have enough timber, rotting timber, to do at least 1 beam from each column to the center, just to minimize pooling, and then we'll see what we'll put on top. I was thinking of putting wire across just to stop that pooling of water. And then Sarah mentioned we still have some of that fencing, which is basically the mesh that they use in ceilings and stuff, and that might be better, and it's sitting there, so maybe we'll just use that. But one step at a time. First I need to see if I've got enough timber and continue with these beams from each column to the center. So I need 2 long ones basically, which are right in front of me here, off center. And then these won't be a problem because they're nice and short on this side. So I just measured the length of the 2 longest ones I need, and it's minimum 420. Now that's just literally from on top of the column to the girder, not even to the center. So 420 minimum. I think I'm going to use this one, which is that semi-rotten one I cut a few weeks ago when I realized that everything is rotten, but I think that's good enough. Now the other one I had tried to save it and cut off and try and mill parts of it, so it's too short, the other half of this. But I do have this little one, and I think I'll keep it whole. Super bent, but not a big deal, it's only for a tarp. So I think I'll use this one. This is about 466, so I'll have a bit of an overhang as well. Super bent, but okay, so 1, 2, let's get on it. Okay, 2 left. Let's see if we can use these so I don't have to stay cutting. The least amount of work I can do to get some shade. I tell you, it really sucks seeing how cool it would have been. But hey, I'm over it. Let's see. Okay, done. Now we get either mesh or wire so we can get some plastic and shade cloth on this. Oh man, is it hot. Maybe tomorrow or next week.
Who's not sitting? Who's not sitting? Sit, please. Good boy. Sit, please. Sit. Sit. You don't want to sit, please. Clever, Scoopy. I'm going to misfeed you the spoon babies. Hmm? You're clever. You're clever, Steve. Okay, next. Sit. Sit, please, my handsome boy. 2 for you because you're very clever. You're Scoopy. Baby pie. Here, the baby pie. Slowly. The baby pie. Let's show them how gentle you are. Come. Come. Oh, yeah. Look. Even with the hand, he eats. Slowly. Slowly. Oh, clever, clever. You, I don't trust you. Okay, you're not so bad. Let's see, with the hand fed. Wow, how gentle. Wow. Papa, you want? Yeah. You're very, very clever, kids. Yeah. Camera or no? Hey, camera or no? That was, oh my goodness, clever girl. Clever baby pie. I know, I see you. I see you. Baby pie. Wow. Clever. Okay, I need to get more. It's finished. It's finished. Finished. I'm gonna get more. Baby pie, I'm gonna get more. You want to sit? Good boy. That's how clever he is, look. Yeah. Look, how gentle. Because when I drop it on the floor, I pick it up and give it to them. He doesn't even try to bite me. No, you want? You're so clever. You're a stinky clever boy. Hey, don't rub your mouth all over.
I tell you, this wild boar really got the silver spoon. Boom, Pepper.
Every day is even more special with them because they will soon be leaving us. We are selling them to our neighbors sometime in September. As sad as it is, I'm so happy with this experience. I was very, very worried about keeping wild boar babies because I thought they'll be, even at this stage, very hard to handle. First I thought I'd get you down to the pond area, which is pretty dry. They have 3 or 4 pools. And the cool thing is that during the day, even though there's nothing underneath that tree, somehow there's always a pool there. So I think they're just digging and making it run down for them so they'll have some shade and they'll be in the water too, which is pretty clever of them. I got you down here and spent a bit of extra time with them because we are soon going to say goodbye to them. This wasn't forever. We knew we weren't going to keep them long term. We wanted to keep them to see how the glaying does on the pond area. Well, it's not amazing. There isn't water in it, but it has been a very hot summer and my experience with them has been really good. More than I thought. I thought they were going to become vicious. I was very strict with them. Every time they tried to bite me, not on purpose, like they were doing it because they wanted some attention. Like if I was feeding them and one of them was behind me, they would nip me just to tell me that they're behind me. But that resulted in a big bruise because they're big animals and they have big teeth. Never broke skin, but what they did get was a huge smack on the nose and then they never did it. Whoever did it never did it again. And now, during feeding time, they just poke me with their noses just to tell. If they're behind me, they just poke me. I can have 5 of them around me and know that I'm not going to get bitten. So that's pretty cool. And the only thing is they are still very skittish. The older they get, the more skittish they're getting. So there's no way we can keep them here. We were thinking of keeping Baby Pie. We might still change our mind. But she's getting more skittish by the day. It's like the more attention I give them and the older they get, the more their wild side comes in and they know they shouldn't trust humans. So I know in the future anything that has to be done with them, if they need a vet, it's going to be impossible. If they need any sort of medical attention, it's going to be impossible. So I think probably all 5 of them will go in September. But it has been such an amazing experience. I love spending time with them. Molly is still coming down here. Hey Molly. But she is very wary of them now. If they go close to her, she puts her tail between her legs, comes running to me because she knows that they are big now. So there's no way she can protect herself against them if they decide to turn on her. So I'm very careful when we're coming in and when we're leaving, and because they do tend to go and try and smell her and then she gets annoyed. But if she happens to bite them once, I think they will retaliate. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week we will have that tarp up because Luke is working on it right now. So at least we do get to use that structure for something and it wasn't all for nothing. And if you want to know whose Doradongo won last week's competition, it was mine. So thank you very much everyone who voted last week and who sent some lovely comments. We really appreciated it. I will keep making them because I love the whole process and the end result is just, I don't know, every time I can't believe it's turned into that. I mean, the change is just spectacular. If you do try it out, let me know how it went. Let me know if you felt relaxed while doing it and if you enjoyed the whole process. And if you do have social media and you share it, then tag us so we can see them. Anyway, that is it from me and from Luke. And good news, the weather has really cooled down, so we can really get stuck into it. Once this roof is up and the area is clear, we're going to start working on the ruin area, which is very exciting.